A blind knight that uses echolocation, viewing the dark, treacherous world through sound. Trapped in a dungeon keep, endangered by combatants, where hazards lurk around every corner. Make sound to have vision, or don't and be stealthy. Avoid impaling threats throughout the dungeon to escape. Engage with other prisoners.
Rogue Knight I've been hearing about. Could you find the key and unlock my cell?
Free them to fight back with more allies.
Let's take this guy.
The Dungeon Labyrinth has many paths and even more traps. Struggle through the darkness to find your freedom.
When Alex became a god, he thought he would have no problems at all. Until... He landed in the Divine Dimension and was tasked with protecting the entire multiverse.
Am I connected to every single Alex Ambrose that ever existed?
Alex could travel across dimensions, defying the laws of time and space, to help other Alexes throughout the multiverse. But then everything changed.
No! Aw!
I have to go back and save them.
But if Alex went back to the mortal world, he would relinquish all of his power and his memories.
I don't have a choice. I must go back.
When Alex returned back to Earth, he goes back to being your average business tycoon millionaire, unaware that the people he cared most about are in danger.
Someone help me!
Yvonne, what happened?
I was attacked by a monster. Alex? What's going on? Get away from him! He is my boyfriend!
Who attacked Yvonne in the forest? What will Debbie do next? Who will Alex choose between the two women? Will Alex ever remember who he was before traveling into a different multiverse? To hear what happens next and whether Alex can stop the deranged monster before he strikes again, listen to the original audio drama, Insta Millionaire Returns, only on Pocket FM. Download the app now and find out.
Presentation.
What's up? Welcome. Surprise. We're here a week earlier than I thought we were going to be. But it's time for the RIL Figure 8 Frenzy here on Turn 200. It's Figure 8 racing for the first time here on the channel with our good friends at the Revolution Indie League, or Revolution Indie Land. I guess it's Revolution Indie League tonight because we're league racing. We got 13 drivers out here at Irwindale, the Figure 8, and they're doing it in the Ray FF1600. And what is sure to be, what already is, an absolute madhouse here at the .33, I guess it's a third mile, 4-turn Figure 8 circuit. Yeah, I thought this was next week, but it's tonight, Matt. Are we loving it already, or are we loving it?
Well, they made it open qualifying, so it has been an absolute blast to watch these guys try and make laps fast, but also stay away from each other. It's already been a spectacle, and we haven't even started the racing yet. So it's great to be here for some Figure 8 frenzy, thanks to the demigod, Dakota Domain.
So Dakota Domain had a bunch of extra Dale coin, the RIL in-house currency laying around, and the top purchasable prize in there is the ability to admin and promote your own league under the RIL banner. And so Dakota borrowed some money from me to do that, and in turn, he paid us some actual money to broadcast this, which is crazy. It's already crazy. It's it's just going to be crazy. As I think at some point it's going to start raining here, which is bizarre, as if it wasn't going to be challenging enough for the drivers that showed up tonight. Buckle in, folks. It's time for a wild one here. The RIL Figure 8 Frenzy in about 10 seconds is going to hit the starting grid. Here, this is Irwindale's first appearance on Turn 200, and there may be no better way to christen it than not even running the half-mile oval, which in itself is underrated. But nope, we're going to run the third-mile Figure 8 track instead with open-wheel, very underpowered cars. Matt will give you the rules here in just a second, as it's time to go to the starting grid. And we shall do that with Stephen Thompson up at the front of this field. Dan Miglin will line up to his outside. James Watson and Dakota DeMay, the series promoter, on row 2. It is Zach Flaum and Wes Shire on row 3, Matt Schlosser and JJ Wang on row 4, Joshua Rutherford and Peter Donchak on the 5th row, Emma Cullen and Rowan Carnarvon on row number 6, and Corey Rutherford, 13th and final starter here. Matt, what are some of the rules? What are we looking at here?
Well, it's going to be a 30-minute timed race here, and damage is on. You can take damage, so if there is a catastrophic melee in the middle of the Figure 8, you will have to make your way down pit road. However, there are an infinite number of fast repairs, so you will be able to get your car repaired and get going again. But yeah, it's going to be mayhem here.
Yep, it's going to be mayhem. The green flag is out. We're already bobbing and weaving here. Further back, as Stephen C. Thompson has the lead right now. Oh, a couple of spins already. Rowan Carnarvon is back and around out of turn number 1. Thompson leads the opener. Nearly 3 wide.
Oh, there's a spinner. It's Dakota DeMade.
DeMade for a spin from 4th, unassisted. And as this field gets more strung out, that is when the Figure 8 will come into play here. Crashing is not allowed, at least not intentionally, really anywhere, but especially in the turns. Everybody is it's sort of a free zone in the middle there because everybody knows it's going to happen.
Oh, we got one off the racetrack.
Oh,
drivers
Rowan
going wide. Oh, man,
there's
that
Peter
was close.
Donchak. Donchak around, Rowan around. But it's Thompson right now with nearly a 2-second lead. There we go.
Huge wreck off of turn 4.
Matt Schlosser. Matt Schlosser got the worst of that one.
Somebody got climbed like one of those cat playpens.
So Joshua Rutherford and Matt Schlosser are going to have meatball flags. They have to come in and get it fixed. We've got 4 weeks for this race, fans.
Look at this. Dan Miglin, Zach Flaum, they are battling for second contact.
Flaum wants through, and he'll take it. Flaum to P2. 2.5 seconds behind Stephen Thompson, who has a bit of a slowdown to serve. Everybody trying to run through these cones. You can get slowdown penalties, as that was close.
They are getting dangerously close.
Yeah, collisions are imminent here. Matt Schlosser with a black flag. As, Dakota DeMade is gone for another spin. JJ Wang is around from 4th. Stephen Thompson starting to catch the tail of the field here. Oh, and just barely makes it through without getting creamed.
You see some drivers actually slowing way down because they know a huge group is coming towards that Figure 8, the intersection point of the racetrack. They're slowing way down to give themselves plenty of room. They don't want to have to either take a tow or make their way to the pits. Oh my goodness,
Whoa!
That was close.
They're 3 wide in front of the race leader, and they're crashing. Stephen Thompson will sneak through on the underside, but that was a big pileup involving James Watson, among others.
Now Watson got hit hard into the wall there.
Yeah, Watson and Rutherford with a meatball flag. There's Dan Miglin from 2nd around. And Miglin with a meatball flag. Corey Rutherford, Joshua Rutherford, James Watson, Rowan Carnarvon, all with meatballs. They're all on pit road right now.
Yeah, you see a lot of drivers having to get onto pit road right now, which is just the oval portion of the track.
Zach Flaum in P2. Steven Thompson has navigated things quite well to this point. And yeah, slowing down is a good strategy. It's what the people in figure eight racing do in real life when, they're not actually invincible like you are in iRacing.
Contact! Peter Donchak
That's
and
Donchak.
M. McCullen were fighting for 5th. M is going to be able to keep it.
Oh, and more problems for Dan Miglin. He's across the actual oval start-finish line. But things have started to go awry for Miglin.
These cars are extremely tight. They do not like to turn. So you see these drivers going way out wide in the corners. That is why.
They're very tight, but they're also, especially here into turn 1, they are super duper loose on exit.
Oh, dear. That was close.
Oh, God.
No head-on collisions up to this point, miraculously.
I think our laps and our minutes are numbered here. Oh, boy. Steven Thompson is doing quite well to not get in the mix of this yet.
Oh, boy.
He's losing. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. This is just unsettling.
Flaum is starting to reel Thompson in
Yeah, big
little
time.
by little here.
Yeah, that gap was over 3 seconds. It's now a second and a half as Thompson kind of just chilling behind a long line here and trying not to get run over in the crosshairs.
Thompson in that bright light blue color. Oh, there's Schlosser around. And Zach Flaum in this maroon and orange colored car right here. So you can see how close the two of them are. Flaum continuing to reel Thompson in.
Is Flaum's car a hot dog?
Oh, dear. Is it really? It is.
I think so.
It absolutely is. And I would like to point out it's with mustard, which is the correct condiment to put on a hot dog.
I don't want to get into this. Not here.
I wish Ryan Dye were here. He could back me up.
Yeah.
Maybe. Actually, him and I have a lot of different takes on food, so maybe that's not a good idea. Here it is, folks.
Battle for the
Flaum
lead.
has reeled Thompson in, the 24 and the 20. This is for the race lead. The hot dog trying to take over the blue.
Oh my gosh! They split the spinning car of Corey Rutherford. And Thompson able to hang on to the lead for now, but getting loose. Oh, super loose!
Oh, wow. Flaum had to get all the way off the throttle to keep from spinning it around.
Flaum looking a lot more steady right now. Thompson!
Contact! Oh, no!
Thompson
Flaum's the one that
moves
goes
down.
around.
Thompson moved down there on exit into Flaum. So that moves Flaum back to third. Wes Shire is now up to second. JJ Wang from fourth, back down pit road with a meatball flag.
Oh, my. I think there was a collision there. It wasn't
it
wasn't
so.
a huge one, but it was a collision. I think that was Joshua Rutherford that got hit around.
And this car that Steven Thompson's been riding behind is McCullen, who just got tagged there, and McCullen's in fourth. So only the top three are on the lead lap right now, as that was a huge shot there. Corey Rutherford just got cleaned out.
Oh, and he has a huge... Donchak's going to have to take a toe. He could not turn that car.
That was our first big one that we caught anyway in the middle of the track.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and take a look at it because I was trying to watch the leaders here because Wes Shire is reeling in Thompson. And the rain has started.
Oh, boy. I bet most of these guys are on dry tires.
This is going to get slippery, ladies and gentlemen. I can confirm everybody is on dry tires.
So who will make the move to pit road? We see one duck off there. It's Dan
was-
Miglin.
Yeah, Miglin pulled off. I don't think with any damage, so maybe looking to switch to the wets. Still over 2/3 of this race remaining, so may pay dividends in the long run.
They've got, I think, probably another lap or two before they'll have to come in if the rain is hard, particularly hard.
We're going to see if we can find this crash that occurred in the middle of the intersection here. This is Donchak. Oh my goodness, that was a shot. Oh my good lord.
Good Lord above.
Oh, there's another
Oh
one.
no, that's Thompson.
Thompson just got wiped out.
That's the race leader missing a tire.
That entire wheel has come off. That is going to be a tow down pit road. West Shire is your leader.
The first real problem for Stephen Thompson, the pole sitter, all night is going to cost him big time. Shire now leading Flown by a healthy 4 seconds and some change.
Dakota DeMade, after a pretty treacherous opening to this race, has made his way up to 4th. And I can also still confirm, unless my timing and scoring, the tire marker doesn't work on it, everybody's still on dry tires here.
So nobody too concerned just yet. There's definitely some spray coming up if you watch from the race leader's cockpit cam.
Oh. For sure. I mean, you can see it without being on. Oh, there's contact. That's
Oh, boy.
Wesley Shire gets in the
That was
middle of
Shire.
that as well.
And that left front tire is floppy.
Oh, yeah. That is going to be a trip down pit road. And Zach Flown is already through.
Put the Wienermobile to P1, brother. Flown to the lead.
Where's the Oscar Mayer sponsorship when you need it?
Yep.
Or Nathan's.
Yeah.
That would be preferred, I think.
We'll have to see what Zach's preferred brand of hot dog is, maybe, if he ends up on the podium here. Still a long way to go here. 19 minutes left to race, and the rain is pouring for only the second time here on turn 200.
Well, M, trying to keep her nose clean, has done a pretty good job of it up to this point. Gotten herself up to second, but here's Dakota DeMade right behind in that orange and blue car, looking to take second place.
Em has been fighting tooth and nail just to stay on the lead lap, and it's actually gotten her up to a podium position. She's still got Zach Flown right behind her, but doing a fantastic job here.
When I say orange and blue, I do mean the Phantom machine. But you're not wrong. Zach Flown is right behind these two, so Flown has just about lapped every position on the racetrack. Has two more to get here.
DeMade went out to the left. Oh, that's tight. Woohoo!
Shout out to Crusher Lusher in the chat. As DeMade secures himself second for right now. Oh, there's a spin in front of him, though! He climbs the pole!
McCullen went underneath of the driver that just passed her for second. Good God almighty.
There's some drivers that can grab their pole. There's some that climb them.
Oh, no! Right in front of the race leader. Oh, my gosh. That was close.
Boy,
a lot of close calls.
It's still raining. It's getting pretty darn wet here.
Saturated. The puddles are starting to form at the edge of the banking there, so corner entries and corner exits going to be even more difficult than they were already.
Looks like Joshua Rutherford has pulled off again. Still waiting to see if anybody thinks wet tires are worth it at all.
As of now, it's no. Oh, boy. Flam
Wow.
just barely sneaking through. He's having to track it harder into the, or through the figure 8 section, the intersection there. But that's making corner entry more difficult here on the wet track surface.
Boy. We've had a lot of close calls here. Only one really bad collision and one slightly bad collision. But other than that, everybody's done a great job of getting through the intersection cleanly here.
A couple of important collisions as Flam is trying to lap M. McCullen and put the entire field one lap down. Flam will have to do it here on the outside. No, a crossover as McCullen is wide.
Here comes Dakota DeMade as well.
So DeMade, after flying through the air just a few laps ago, is back looking for second. My shader's just been absolutely crazy, and I don't know why. Oh, there goes McCullen! McCullen into DeMade.
DeMade gets turned again. DeMade has had horrible luck here today.
That's really the first incident we've seen from M thus far.
Oh, my goodness. I just saw a big one.
Well, I think that was Steven Thompson, who is headed back to the pits. JJ Wang as well. Peter Tonchak, Matt Schlosser. They all picked up meatball flags there. Good gravy.
Wow. JJ Wang got used up big time there. There's no doubt about it. Oh, there's another one. M. McCullen.
That's McCullen. Oh, no, McCullen turns.
Shire.
That's a meatball flag for McCullen. So the good race has gone away. I don't want to jinx it, but Flam is the only person that hasn't had some kind of catastrophe thus far.
Oh, dear. You did it.
He's
laid down the gauntlet, everybody. If
all
you're
13,
listening,
they all are jinxed just by being here. Let's be honest.
yeah, that's true.
They did
You're
it to
not wrong.
themselves.
Well, there goes Shire and McCullen to pit road. Oh my, I mean, over half the field is on pit road right now. Look at this. This is ridiculous.
Well, it's Flam with a huge lead.
32-second lead over Dakota DeMade.
32 seconds on a 23-second track, by the way. So almost a lap and a half.
Why do they pay us to even do this?
Ask Dakota, man. I don't know.
Ooh, battle for position here. Watson and Shire getting after it for third. Shire gets through on Watson there. Watson trying to fight back.
The first half of the race for James Watson was not good. So the fact that he's battling for a podium spot right now says a lot.
Oh, huge checkups here.
Oh.
Watson not letting Shire get away. Nearly pulls even.
Still raining hard. 12 and a half minutes to go.
We're going to go on board with Watson so you can get a look at what this track looks like right now. Look at the puddles form. I mean, that's through the middle of the corner.
Looks awfully wet. That's my expert analysis.
Water is pooling, especially there on the insides of the oval. Oh, Shire just about put himself into... Oh, wow.
I think Flam just had a problem from the lead.
I think it's getting very difficult to turn these because we've seen Shire go way wide, quite a few turns in a row here.
Oh, and Flam, another problem. Oh, no, he stopped to let the penalty subside. He got spun completely around in turn number 1. I guess technically turn number 2. Somebody's driving backwards up the main straight. I think it was Corey Rutherford.
Here's a replay for Zach Flaum. And just minimal contact on these cars will spin you around quickly. That's what happens for Zach there.
Dakota DeMade airborne again. And another meatball flag.
Oh my! Is that Schlosser upside down?
Yeah, I think it is.
That's a toe.
He's headed back. Yep. Whoopsie daisies.
My
pass.
goodness.
Battle for second here again. As Watson threw on Shire. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and Watson pretty wide there. Looking for good drive off, but he kind of gets undercut a little bit. And now it takes a stop to let folks through. Goodness. I gotta see if we can look at the incident for Dakota here, because we missed it live. Oh, it's a 3-car pileup. No, I don't even know how the physics of that even works. Oh, and then takes another ride. Oh my goodness, he's mounted him.
Well, okay, DeMade and Schlosser have just picked up pit road penalties. Oh! Big pile up there through the intersection. That was Stephen Thompson again, and they are locked together with, I think that's Joshua Rutherford. No, it's Rowan Carnarvon. And Rowan will just tow.
Yeah.
Just as Rowan
Somebody was going to have to give there.
Rowan just got a message of support from Insomnia Doodles in the chat. Flinky's hanging out with us. Nate Siefker's hanging out with us as James Watson goes for his spin. Watson's back in second because Wesley Shire picked up a meatball. He went back down pit road, but he's still back out now in third. And it's Flaum still with a 1-lap lead.
Less than a third of the race to go here. Oh, you big contact. Watson's going to end up being okay.
Miglin and Joshua Rutherford. Oh, and McCullen and Stephen Thompson in the intersection.
Oh,
no!
Schlosser piles in.
Oh, good Lord.
Schlosser's trying to back it up to get down pit road.
Back it up. Well, I mean,
this has been a figure 8 race.
This certainly has been a good inaugural figure 8 race here on Turn 200 and inaugural race for the series.
One could say it's been a frenzy.
I feel frenzied right now. But will we frenzy even harder with only 8 minutes left to go and a lap advantage for the race leader right now? Again, intentional wrecking, bad. But wrecking will happen. Do we see anybody on the wets yet?
Nobody has switched over. Everybody is just in for the ride here. Oh my
That is
goodness.
surprising. Oh my gosh. We got 3 more weeks of this, by the way. Irwindale with a jump next week for the street stocks.
I don't even know.
We swap
don't know what
out
to say about that one.
Swap out the rain for a jump.
Oh, problems for Shire.
Oh, that's Shire. Oh my.
And that wheel has gone kablooey. He's trying to get to the pit stall without having to tow, but it's a slow process.
DeMade stopped dead center in the intersection. That was not good. He has a meatball.
Oh my. big swings to avoid contact right there. Here's what happened with Shire. Shire was in second, and I have a feeling this is an intersection collision, and it was with Matt Schlosser. And a big one at that.
Oh, Flaum just got turned from the lead. It wasn't in the intersection. It was just a regular spin. No meatball flag.
And that's been the key for Flaum. No meatball flags. I don't think at all here today, although he is stopped on the racetrack now.
He has a big slowdown penalty, and this is going to allow James Watson to get very, very close. I think he cut a whole lap. So he had to wait for quite a while there. Well, Sim thought he cut a whole lap.
Oh, Watson spins! No! Watson tries to overcorrect and ends up almost putting himself out onto the big oval. So Watson was within about 5 seconds, and now it's doubled.
I agree, Crusher Lusher. They should have called this Mobius Madness. Maybe next time.
The Infinity Saga.
There you go.
Maybe we'll stretch these figure eight frenzy races out over 13 years and call it the Infinity Saga. How about that?
I can't believe they solved the whole thing with time travel. Why didn't they figure that out in the first place? Well, thanks for hanging out with us, Insomnia Doodles. Good to have first-time chatters here on the channel.
The 5-minute bell has already gone dong. We are within 5 minutes. Oh, it's McCullen. I believe that was Rowan. They got together. Oh, no, I take it back. That was Stephen Thompson. Watson is closing in on Flaum here. It was to over 12 seconds after the spin for Watson, and it's within 10 now. It's about 9.5 seconds.
Flaum has had great luck, but Watson's had to battle back from a lot this race. So it's pretty impressive that he's even, again, within a lap, because he wasn't just a few laps ago. Can I get a full list of movies that Irwindale's been in, Flinky?
Oh, there's a huge
That's
collision.
Watson! That's James Watson as Dakota DeMay decided to speed up after coming to a stop. Cleans out Watson and Matt Schlosser.
That was a big one.
Well, I don't want to say that's going to do it for Zach Flaum, but he's got a 3-lap advantage right now over West Shires, so...
I have a feeling that the part of the Herbie movie with Irwindale was a part of.
Probably.
The new one, of course. The remake.
Yeah, I'm aware. I gotta figure.
We're devolving.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, this is Flaum coming up on Shire to put him a 4th lap down. James Watson is still out on the track, now 2 laps down, though.
I don't want to say it, but it's just about wrapped up for Flaum here.
Yeah,
wink,
well,
wink.
you did say it.
Let's see if we can make something happen.
Trying to take the win away from Flaum. It'd be his 2nd win on the channel, as there's a big shot from West Shire.
No, actually, I would like to ask him about his favorite dog, so.
Yeah. Let's see if he has a preference.
It's a perfect storyline. It's a summertime fun series. We got the hot dog car out there.
It's going to be one soggy bun headed to Victory Lane.
That is factual. And nobody likes a soggy bottom bun.
I got nothing.
Was our commentary supposed to be like that for this series? I just assumed.
We'll find out. We'll get some notes. If it's all cleaned up next week, you'll know it wasn't. I mean, we're figure eight racing with a Formula V in the rain.
By the way, the gap for Flaum now is 50 seconds. It's doubled.
That's 2 laps. Minute to go, so things are going to have to go right very quickly here for James Watson. Because in another lap's time, theoretically, Flaum could just pull into the pits and have it just about locked up.
Oh my collision!
God! That was Shire. He just got decimated. Good God. Oh, yeah, sorry. Not a Formula V. It's a Formula Ford.
And I mean, this is just about wrapped up right now. I don't think.
Yeah, no, it's over.
Watson can't even get on the same lap at this point. So
White flag.
Flaum is going to be your winner.
As trouble-free as you could be in a circumstance like this, Zach Flaum will be the first ever winner with the RIL Figure 8 Frenzy at Irwindale. James Watson, he's the only person on his lap. He is yet to finish. Oh, and he may not. Oh, boy. Neil?
Oh,
That's quite the fact.
Oh, dear.
Yep,
Oh,
this race is officially over. It is timed out.
They're going hog wild now.
Do we have a bonus for the driver with the most incident points? That's what I want to know.
It would be a hotly contested bonus.
Well, I'll tell you who it is. And it's surprising because not only is it a tie, but the 2 drivers that tied have the same last name.
No
It's the
way.
Rutherfords.
No
way. Corey and Joshua both finished the race with 63 incident points. Which I thought it'd be more.
I thought it'd be about 6 more.
Okay. Let's do the full finishing rundown here on the heels of that. It's Zach Flaum with the win by 2 laps. The largest margin of victory ever here on Turn 200. James Watson in second, Stephen Thompson in third, Wes Shire in fourth, Peter Donchak in P5, Dan Meglin sixth, Dakota DeMade in seventh, M. McCullen in eighth, JJ Wang in ninth, and Matt Schlosser in 10th, Joshua Rutherford in 11th, Corey Rutherford in 12th, and Rowan Carnarvon in P13. That is the full finishing order here from Irwindale in the Figure 8 Frenzy. Good Lord.
What a lovely evening this has been.
So, we got to wait to see who is going to come here, because I don't think Stephen Thompson's even in our Discord. And we would need to talk to him first. So, let me do some stuff. Do you have like a 5-minute stand-up routine that you want to hit the fans with here?
Is this a serious question?
We have just a second of time to kill.
Just 1 second?
Maybe. We'll see how quickly Stephen Thompson gets in here.
Okay. Well, while we're doing this supposed stand-up routine, we're just going to go ahead and show you some of the crashes that happened here tonight, because I should still have access to those. And while we're doing that, Flaky Roberts has asked us to ask Zach Flaum what his favorite dipping sauce is, and my question to you, Flinky, is for what would be the apparatus of the dipper? Because depending on the dipping apparatus, that Oh my goodness, James Watson got absolutely launched right there at the end of the race. Depending on the dipping apparatus, there's many different answers to that question in my opinion. So I'm going to need a little bit more context to the apparatus that you dip with.
Well, you two can get that sorted out. We're going to bring in Stephen. I think this is Stephen Thompson anyway, who has just joined our Discord server. It could also be a bot. But let's find out. Who are you? And did you finish in third in this race?
Yeah, actually, all the letters in this name are part of the full name, but yeah. So yeah, so the last half is Steven, the in middle initial, and the last three letters is Son or Thompson. So anyway, yeah, it was interesting. I think everyone struggled for grip, no matter what the track conditions were. I applaud Zachary just because low incidence, high finishing order. I got lucky with whatever happened to Wes there. But we were all gliding through the middle. It was one big pond, so there was no control at the end. It was, find a gap and point and click because you were just holding on for dear life.
So you led a lot of this race, and you, similarly to Zach at the end of the race, kept your nose clean for most of the first half of the race. Had one big incident there, one smaller incident to follow it up. But I don't know. How do we feel about a third place finish here overall?
Oh, I'll take it. I might be colorblind, but those brown cars start blending in when you look right. So however many hot dog mobiles came flying down the middle, I got hit by one of them, steered off the right rear, and I figured to tow as quick as possible. It's like a minute tow, so probably maybe 2.5 laps lost. But everyone hit everything except for Zachary and maybe even James, because I didn't see any major repairs besides those two. They were the only two I saw without major repairs. So, yeah, bravo to them.
Matt, what do you got?
Well, it's good to have you here on the channel, Steven. I'm glad that you came out for it, and hope that you had some fun. We're taking a poll here since Zach Flom won the race. What is your preferred hot dog here?
That's a good question. As ease of access, you can go to Sonic and get a $1 foot-long chili dog whenever you feel like it. But as far as classy goes, a nice old Chicago dog will do with all the fixins.
My guy.
All right.
Did I offend someone?
No,
that's my guy. Chicago dogs all the way, mustard and everything.
Yeah,
You're
but honorable mention to Costco because you can't beat their hot dog. But that's just a hot dog. So
you're talking to two Illinois boys here. You're not going to offend us with a Chicago dog, that's for sure. Nicely done here, the figure eight frenzy. Who do you want to shout out? Who do you want to say hi to?
We'll just shout out Dakota first of all. I was kind of a late comer to this group, but I know a lot of the open wheel guys that run across all the different divisions. So shout out to the guys that just keep the leagues running. Obviously the broadcasters that participate too, and I'll give a special shout out to Team Watson Racing, unofficial, official member, but who isn't? So thanks for having me on, and thanks for the broadcast, guys.
Absolutely, partner. Go celebrate. We'll talk to you again soon. Okay, we'll pull in James Watson with a wild second place finish, if there ever was one here. Yeah, second place has got to feel very interesting after the race that you just had.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I had unwanted contact to my rear. Felt like I was back in another college party on that one, but yeah, just like the parties, it all ended up okay, so we're all good.
Oh Lord. Well, Matt, I'm just gonna throw it to you. I don't know how to follow that up.
Well, since we've already gone down that road, I thought about asking Steven this, but I hadn't talked to him before, so I decided to ask James instead. How did it feel to get beat by a wiener here tonight?
Oh, there's so many jokes I can make with that, but I don't want you guys to get demonetized, so it was just one of those things. The wiener just cut through the middle of the hill way better than we could, I guess.
Yeah, okay, so
gone so far off the rails.
Yeah, we'll keep up the trend here and ask you your preferred brand of hot dog, a place you like to get a hot dog, or hot dog toppings and condiments.
I kind of prefer just a plain hot dog, and I don't know. I guess
I don't think
from
there's anything wrong with that.
I guess from the ballpark, when Burger King used to sell those, they actually were pretty solid.
All right. I like that. Just nothing flashy.
I have a follow-up.
Okay.
With your plain hot dog, is there a condiment that you're putting on it, or literally just the wiener and the bun? That's how you like it?
Just plain.
I think, like going out to the racetrack and getting like a hot dog that you bring back to the grandstands, like wrapped in tinfoil. That's a vibe. That's a good vibe. So I've got a lot of respect for that. So we'll roll into the thank yous now. But yeah, good choice on the hot dog here. Who do you want to thank today?
I want to thank everyone at Team Watson Racing Subs. Use code WATSPIN39 for 10% off at checkout. I gotta thank Mart Sports Sim Racing Apparel, Chris Graham, and everyone at the National Racing Network, Boomer Button Boxes for always sticking with me and supporting me, and ZS Designs and Dizzy V Designs for doing my paints. Although this one was one I just grabbed from Trading Paints.
Well, we'll get some more paint schemes here in the weeks to come, with some even crazier stuff than what we got here tonight, I'm sure. But congrats on the P2, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Cheers, guys.
Zach Flaum is back at Booth 200 as a race winner. Yeah, boy. How do we feel after? Do we feel frenzied?
Oh, yes. Frenzied is the perfect word for what just happened in there. That was quite the experience, if I do say so myself.
You just opened up a can. Nobody has ever had a multi-lap advantage at the end of this race, or at the end of a race before on turn 200.
Well, I'm glad I could be the first one to accomplish that feat. And yeah, it couldn't have happened in a better series. That was a lot of fun.
All right, Matt. It's what we've been building up to for almost the entire broadcast. Ask away.
Well, first of all, I want to let you know that you have inspired a revolution of hot dog talk here on the channel here in the broadcast. So I just wanted to let you know that we've enjoyed that very much. I have two follow-ups for you. I'll ask the first one first is what kind of hot dog do you like? It can be a brand, it can be a style of hot dog, where you might get said hot dog. What are your go-tos?
Oh, it's a Chicago style hot dog with a Vienna beef hot dog.
Oh yeah.
No sport peppers though, because I'm a little bit of a spice wuss, so I don't like the sport peppers, but I love everything else on them.
Well, that's where we deviate then.
I like to trade the banana peppers in for that.
Usually comes with a pickle on top, right?
Yeah, no, it's got pickle, it's got tomato, it's got cucumber. They just drag it through the garden, as they say.
I can't do the pickle, but I'm good with everything else. Go ahead, Matt.
My follow-up question is, Flinky Roberts would like to know, with a French fry specifically, what is your favorite condiment to dip with? And are there other dipping condiments that you prefer with other apparatuses of dipping?
That's a great question. I've never been asked that in an interview. I would say for just a plain old French fry, I really like Red Robin's campfire sauce.
Wow.
And then for just any apparatus or whatever we're calling it for dipping, I'm going to go buffalo sauce and ranch with a chicken tender.
Wow.
That's my go-to.
I think these are good answers across the board.
Thank you.
I think. Love it. My only race-related question here is, that looked like, even for a driver as good as you, it looked like it sucked to be on dry tires out there in the wet.
It wasn't actually that bad. It was just you really had to not put too much wheel into it when you turned. Like there was puddles at the entrance or at the entry to 1 and 3, so you kind of had to like give it a little bit of turn before the puddle, and then kind of slide through the puddle, and then it would grip up afterwards. There were a few times where I got a little wide and almost just like either went down pit entry or went down the basically going into turn 4 of the oval, and that would have been disastrous for my 2-lap lead.
How do we feel about the jump next week?
Oh, I'm ready for it.
Wow.
I'm sure there will be more carnage with the jump, especially with cars that are not made for jumping things. So that'll be interesting to say the least.
We love a confident man and a confident winner here on Turn 200. Very much looking forward to your follow-up effort to the victory here tonight. But you got 7 days of celebrating between now and then. Who do you want to thank? Who do you want to shout out?
Oh man, I mean, you obviously got to give a shout out to Dakota for putting this on. Everyone should go buy Sunset Arctic Games, go buy Echo Blade on Steam. You know the deal. And yeah, the other shout out I'll say is Formula Super Series starting up in a few weeks right after this one. So if you want to race some fun Super Formulas on Monday nights after we go through the madness and the frenzy of figure eights, come on by.
You beat me to it. I was going to plug FSS coming back. But yeah, Formula Super Series coming back here soon. And we're very excited about it. And we're excited to have you back in the booth here tonight as well. Congrats on the win.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
That is Zach Flaum, a winner again.
This might have been the greatest interviews we've ever done.
Honestly, we ought to ask everybody about hot dogs, but we'll be
great answers from it. I mean, some fantastic answers from the podium finishers here.
I really do appreciate James Watson just saying, "Hey, like you guys can put whatever you want on it, but a plain dog is good," and I agree. I love a plain dog.
You made a great point that the concession hot dog at a racetrack that's wrapped in the aluminum foil is absolutely goated.
It's a vibe for sure. Well, speaking of not just hot dogs, but we did have a race tonight too. What did we make it 30 minutes at the figure eight? The first of 4 times we're gonna do this here in the next 4 weeks.
It was everything I expected it to be, and then after it was already what I expected it to be, it then started raining and became even more. I mean, that's really all I have to say about it. It delivered. It sounded like the drivers had a hell of a lot of fun, which is the most important thing. And hope that everybody watching did as well, because it was a fun one to watch for us.
Absolutely. Who was hanging out with us tonight?
Yeah, we had quite a few folks. Of course, thank you, Flinky Roberts, for tuning in and always asking God's greatest questions in the chat. Shout out to Josh Rutherford at Mullet Music Productions for being in here. By the way, for those watching, if you don't know, Josh Rutherford has done some of the theme songs here on Turn 200 for some of the series. A couple of them are actually out on Spotify, so you should go check those out. Little plug there for him. Shout out to Goodleaf here as well, hopping in. Heath Smith, unfortunately, missed it, but you can still make the rest of them for the next 3 Mondays. We are going to be doing Figure 8 Frenzy, so hit us up. We'll tell you how you can join. Jeff Mathis was in the chat as well. 06 Champ, Insomnia Doodles, the Crusher Lusher was here. Nate Siefker, of course, and Stephen Thompson was here at the beginning of the broadcast. So shout out to everybody watching, participating here tonight. Really appreciate it. And tell them what we got coming up, Tommy.
Well, first of all, shout out to Lucas Ward, who I'm about to play video games with here in a few minutes. But yes, nacho cheese dogs at the old Farmington Farmyard. Yeah, that's yep. That was a hot dog.
Can't believe I missed Lucas. I'm terrible.
He hopped in while you were mid-sentence.
Okay,
so,
I feel a little bit better now.
Yeah. But yes, what we got coming up here tomorrow night from Rockingham for the Venom Truck Series at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Wednesday, nothing for a little bit. We'll be back here in less than a month with the Daredevil Series, though. Thursday night, then it'll be the Max v CNC Home Designs Truck Series from Nashville Super Speedway. And then Sunday, we'll be back from Snetterton for the Mission R Challenge Top Split Strength of Field broadcast for the first time on Turn 200. That'll be at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday night, and again 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night with the Venom Truck Series. And next Monday, we'll be back here with the Jump from Irwindale. Not in the rain because the street stocks are not rain enabled, but it'll be the first appearance of all 3 of the new street stocks here on Turn 200. So you'll have that to look forward to. Full-bodied stock cars, incident counts will be higher, I would imagine. Meatball flags will be lower, but maybe they'll just crash into each other harder and it'll be the same number of meatball flags. I don't know. Either way, it's going to be absolute chaos next week. We'll hope to see you back here, same time, same place. Quite literally, as we're back at Irwindale. So that's all we got for you here tonight. Thank you to Dakota Domain for giving us the opportunity to broadcast this. Hopefully it went okay. And yeah, excited to be back here for the next 3 weeks after tonight. For everybody with the RIL, for Dakota Domain, for the GOAT, the one and only Mr. Matt Williamson, I'm Tommy Cook, saying so long until we meet again here at Irwindale Speedway. And congratulations to Zach Flaum on the win. This has been a live broadcast on Turn 200. Be sure to hit subscribe and hit the bell to get notified of when we go live next. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.